Hello everyone and welcome back to the Business Caselette, where we take a look at little bits of business to try to leave our sessions a little more understanding about the business that surrounds us. As we discussed in a previous episode of the Business Caselette, brand management was created to align sales and marketing and to treat each brand as a unique business. Click the link above if you missed that video. Today, the most well-known brand manager does this not with consumer products, but with movies. Caselette friends, I hope your bags are packed because we're heading to LAX and we're going to Hollywood. By the end of 2021, the most prolific brand manager will have produced 27 movies, 4 TV shows, and will be in active development of 15 additional movies and numerous series. If you haven't guessed it yet, we're talking about the creator and custodian of Marvel's cinematic universe, Kevin Feige. Today, we're going to explain the history of Marvel's cinematic universe by means of exploring this brand management at play. We'll talk about ownership and licensing of characters, the birth of the MCU, and challenges of keeping the brand and all of its extensions on course. Before we begin, please be sure to like and subscribe, and of course, ring the bell so you stay up to date with all of the latest Business Caselette news and videos. And while you're at it, comment below your favorite Marvel character. Okay, let's dive into the history of Marvel's cinematic universe. Marvel was not always the money-making machine for the Walt Disney Company as it is today. In fact, it has quite a complicated history. The predecessor of Marvel Comics was founded in 1939, and Marvel struggled during the 1940s and 50s, but was revived during the 1960s by Stan Lee, who introduced iconic characters including Spider-Man, X-Men, and the Fantastic Four. In the 1960s, the company changed ownership and became part of a conglomerate. However, in 1996, Marvel filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. To emerge from bankruptcy, Marvel licensed its most popular characters to Fox, Sony, and Universal. Fox got X-Men and the Fantastic Four, Sony got Spider-Man, and Universal got the Incredible Hulk. Shifting to include Kevin Feige in our history, during the early 2000s, Feige worked on producing Marvel's first movies, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and the original X-Men. Here's where the fun starts. On May 2nd, 2008, when Marvel and Paramount released Iron Man, there was a post-credit scene that changed history. Samuel L. Jackson, as Nick Fury, recruited Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark to the Avengers Initiative. This launched the first shared superhero universe that spanned across films. In 2010, Disney became intrigued by the Marvel brand as they were trying to diversify their portfolio and bought Marvel. After the purchase, Disney's Marvel launched each of their B and C-list characters to phenomenal box office successes. Okay, to understand this next bit of Marvel history, it's crucial to understand the structure of the films. There are essentially 4 phases of films, with each phase ending with a universe-unifying Avengers movie. The phases contain a variable number of movies and focuses on keeping each character's brand alive while introducing new characters to the universe as well. After acquisition and early success, Disney's management and board wanted to release the Avengers movie earlier than planned, as a means to return their investment sooner. However, then CEO Bob Iger vetoed this idea. Why is that? Because Iger realized 2 things. Number 1, it was better for storytelling to hold off. And number 2, it allowed each character to become their own brand. Overall, Iger realized that the sum of the parts were worth much more than a cheap payoff of the Avengers. In showbiz, as our producer Matt likes to say, the brand had legs. As planned, the first phase of the MCU concluded on May 4th, 2012, with the first Avengers movie, which had a global box office of $1.5 billion. Yes, you heard me right. That's $1.5 billion for one movie. However, in 2019, the Phase 3 finale, Avengers Endgame, became the biggest ever grossing movie globally with a box office of $2.7 billion. Not a bad call on Iger's part. Shifting gears to brand extensions and partnerships within the universe, in 2013, Marvel had 2 major deals. The first, they licensed out certain characters for a mini-universe on Netflix, including Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and The Punisher. The second and larger deal was that Sony and Disney would share ownership of Spider-Man for a limited time going forward via multiple, very complicated contracts. Spider-Man ultimately made his appearance in 2016's Captain America: Civil War, which was joked online as Avengers 2.5. In 2015, Kevin Feige was granted full creative control over the MCU, following an impassioned defense against Isaac Perlmutter, the CEO of Marvel Studios and Disney's largest shareholder at the time, for the MCU to become more inclusive. Perlmutter was previously a roadblock, as he believes that the public would not see a female, Black, or LGBTQ superhero movie and vetoed every idea. Feige eventually escaped Perlmutter's control and was given creative freedom to produce Black Panther, starring the deceased Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther became an overnight success, the 10th highest grossing movie of all time, a Marvel's first Best Picture nominee, and most important of all, a cultural landmark. In 2020, continuing on his pathway to cultivate the MCU to the fullest, Feige became the Chief Creative Officer of Marvel. He now controls both the TV and film divisions, control that will let him craft an even more connected cinematic universe. Overall, Feige's success can be attributed to his true understanding of each character, which provides a structure for engaging content. He used the brand management system to make each character their own unique brand, which could then be leveraged for new and engaging content across numerous platforms, yet within the cinematic universe. That's all for this caselet. In the next video focusing on cinematic brand management, we will discuss Marvel's longtime competitor, DC Comics, and how their owner, Warner Brothers, destroyed their chance at a Feige-style connected DC universe. In the meantime, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a beat. Also, if you haven't yet, please be sure to comment your favorite Marvel superhero and let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see on the next Business Caselet. While you wait, be sure to check out more videos on the Business Caselet, such as the 10 types of leaderships as seen through Harry Potter. Be healthy, be well, and I'll see you next time.